This is Jack, the most hated live streamer ever, and he just came face to face with death.
No!
He decided to stream while driving with a friend in the car. Now, driving and paying attention to your phone is already a bad idea, but on this day, it was also raining, making the road slippery and unsafe. Jack wasn't just driving, he was speeding, looking at his phone, and chatting with people who were watching him live. At one point, Jack even joked,
I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
He said it like it was no big deal. But then, only a minute later, he lost control of his car, and they crashed.
Oh! Oh! No! 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 Watch out! Oh. Fuck! Open the door! Open the door! Open your door! Help! Watch out! Help! Oh.
What happened next shocked a lot of people. Instead of immediately checking on his friend, who was bleeding and hurt, Jack was more worried about continuing to film everything for his stream. Yes, while his friend was in pain, Jack handed him the camera.
Michael, here. Michael, do you have film on that phone too?
For Jack. Making sure his audience saw the crash seemed more important than making sure his friend was okay. Even after the crash, Jack didn't seem to realize how serious the situation was. He joked about how his expensive watch was still okay,
At least my Richard Mille's still okay. Just kidding.
while his friend stood there bleeding from his face. His attitude made people even more upset. Instead of taking responsibility, he seemed to brush off what had happened. The cameraman is in a car crash because his employer acted insanely stupid. The idiot Jack then gets out, only worries about his car, then his cell phone. Asks dude who was just in the accident to keep filming. He eventually films Jack's friends coming to hug him while he stands at a distance in the rain, injured. This dude better sue the hell out of Jack. Like, holy shit, none of them care about the camera guy. So disgusting. His concerns are his phone, his car, his upcoming birthday, and keeping the cameras rolling. Meanwhile, his buddy is bleeding profusely. Ugh, what a douche. When first responders arrived, they asked Jack to stop filming so they could help his friend. But Jack's response was shocking.
I just crashed my car. I lost 200 grand. I need to make my money back somehow. Sorry.
Jack was more worried about his expensive car and the money he lost than about the well-being of his friend or the danger he had put them both in. This kind of behavior is not just careless, it's dangerous. Driving requires full attention, especially in bad weather. Jack had been speeding, not looking at the road, and streaming at the same time. These actions almost led to something much worse. If the car hadn't been built to absorb the impact, Jack and his friend might not have survived. The car they were driving was a McLaren, a supercar designed to handle high-speed crashes better than most vehicles. The front of the car took most of the impact, saving them from more serious injuries. But this wasn't luck, it was because of how the car was designed. Not everyone gets that kind of protection, which makes Jack's risky behavior even more dangerous.
Carbon fiber can be laid down to maximize strength or give. In head-on collisions, the nose cone fibers fracture gradually, absorbing the energy of the impact. This is the only car to have been driven away from the statutory 35 miles per hour crash test. But the F1 is built for speed. With its bespoke BMW engine, the F1 peaks at 231 miles per hour.
After the crash, Jack seemed confused. He couldn't believe what had happened.
Help! 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 Oh, fuck. Can you hold this? Oh, fuck. Oh. No, my fucking car, bro.
Vamos, baby. Vamos,
Oh.
que estás bien.
He started talking about how he didn't think he was going that fast.
Bro, if you think about a full tank of gas, like, we would have been exploded. Because my tank was empty. Like, it literally was at like 20 miles left. And then also, on top of that, we crashed like 42 miles per hour.
I know, we weren't even going fast.
At all. Like, if we were going, double the speed, we probably would have been dead. Like, that was terrible.
Jack was trying to change the story, saying they were only going about 42 miles per hour when they crashed. But we know that wasn't true. The speedometer and the footage from his own stream showed otherwise.
I mean, the last clip we saw, the speedometer was this. And also notice how he's looking at the chat on his phone and not the road.
No! No! No!
So I don't know why he's like trying to gaslight the story when he streamed the whole story himself.
Jack's stream had caught everything. He had been driving too fast, looking at his phone instead of the road, and trying to interact with his audience. The crash was a result of these poor choices. What made it even more serious is that Jack and his friend were lucky to survive. If they had crashed in a different place, like near the cliff they almost drove off of, the outcome could have been tragic. In the end, Jack realized how close they had come to something much worse. He and his friend were in shock, talking about how they could have died. Jack said,
That was insane. Like, we hydroplaned. Like, dude, we could have went off that cliff down the whole fucking thing. We would have been dead. Holy shit. There was a cliff right there. Oh my god. We're happy to be alive, you know?
They were lucky to be alive, but Jack's first reaction was to joke about it.
We left here in 2 cars like 6 hours ago, and now we're back in 1 car.
Jack's friend was more shaken up, reminding Jack how lucky he was.
Now your mom's crying.
Stop.
I was just crying, bro.
I'm glad you guys are back. You are lucky you are alive, Jack. I don't want to go on your funeral, Jackie. Please, please, take this seriously.
But Jack didn't seem to take it seriously. When his mom asked him what happened, he blamed the weather, saying,
Mom, it was just wet. We hydroplaned, Mom. Like, I couldn't do anything about it.
But he didn't admit that he was looking at his phone and live streaming while driving. His mom might not know yet, but the whole internet does, because Jack streamed the entire crash. Jack didn't seem to understand why people were upset. He kept saying things like,
Everyone's so quick to put some shit on me on social media. No one's gone through what I gone through just now. Like, I literally almost died in a car accident. I literally almost died, and fuck these cars too.
But then he added,
At least I still got 2 Lambos.
Jack wasn't kidding. He seemed more worried about his expensive cars than the fact that he could have hurt or killed someone. This shows how disconnected Jack was from the seriousness of the crash. He didn't realize that people get charged for reckless driving because it's dangerous, not because people want to blame him. His actions weren't just a mistake, they were illegal and could have had much worse consequences. Even after all of this, Jack didn't seem to learn.
Michael David, I'm ready to start going again. Give me my keys. I realized I still got my McLaren key, so I still have all my keys. Let me take a pic with all my keys real quick. People still think I have a McLaren.
After the crash, Jack tried to reflect on what happened, but even then, he didn't fully grasp the seriousness. He said,
Oh, I'm just happy to be alive, guys. I literally was crying on the way home. Like, if we didn't hit the guardrail head on, one of us would have been just crushed. Like, that would have been so bad. But I'm glad that me and Michael are both okay. That was a huge lesson. No more driving cars like this in the rain.
It sounds like he's learned something, right? But then Jack said,
I wasn't even going fast. That's the crazy part.
But here's the truth. You can't drive a powerful car like that in the rain while not looking at the road and expect everything to be fine. When you're not paying attention, accidents happen. Jack floored a high-powered car in wet weather with one hand on the wheel looking at his phone, and when the car started sliding, he jammed on the brakes, which made it worse. That's not just bad luck, it's a skill issue. He doesn't fully understand what he's driving. Supercars might be fun and fast, but they're also very dangerous if you don't know how to handle them. And it didn't stop there. Jack's live streaming career also hit a rough patch. After the crash, he was banned from Kick, the platform he was streaming on.
What happened with the live stream? You got kicked?
You got banned.
Why?
It's suspended. I'm fine.
So how are you gonna do your property?
I will. I'll get on banned. Don't worry.
But Kick has been strict with permanent bans lately, and there's a good chance Jack won't get his account back. Many people agreed with this decision. That idiot needs to be banned for life. Ban him from every platform for the rest of time. He's finally gone. This is what happens when people don't take responsibility for their actions. It's hard to take someone seriously when they don't seem to understand the weight of what they've done, especially when they aren't the ones who suffer the consequences.
Where you got the stitches?
Like there. Yeah.
At least after everything, Jack did realize one thing. We could have been dead right now, he said, but even after recognizing that, it's hard to believe he's truly learned the lesson. Right after, he filmed himself standing by the wrecked car, saying,
The worst day of my life.
So, let's make smart choices and always put safety first. We can learn from Jack's mistakes and make sure we never find ourselves in a situation like his. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay safe out there. Peace.